Our friend Shaney Rich has this fantastic show where he goes out and just interviews people, generally in like urban areas or in communities that like you would never see a camera like pointed at. Check this out, just a little bit of it. But Shaney Rich just goes out into what I assume is like what I assume is like an area that probably isn't like a Republican suburb, leafy suburb in Indiana, I would assume. I think there's probably an urban center in Miami. And goes and asks people who, I guess, like, that's the best way to say it, aren't your typical country club Republicans, silk stocking Republicans. Oh, I like George H.W. Bush. This is who you're voting for. It's amazing how CNN doesn't, it's like independent journalists who get this kind of content. CNN doesn't go out and ask these questions. These responses, man, they break the system. Watch.
Evil, you know, we with Trump.
Yeah, I'm with Trump. I don't know what everybody got against him.
Yo, he was making the breadwinners, you heard?
I'm a Democrat too, but okay, we Trump. We need Trump back in office right now.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I with Trump, to be honest with you, bro, for real, Trump really did this shit. And I like him because he's about money. It wasn't about no politics. He wanted to make America great again. Through Trump.
That boy Trump, he making sure to get their bread. I ain't gonna lie. I'm thinking Trump for life. Trump for life. I ain't gonna lie.
Love Donald Trump. Trump wanted us to get off our ass and get some money. Trump 2024.
It's the truth. He made everybody hold a piece of money, you feel me?
Trump really love ballers. So Trump running it how it's supposed to be ran. And people just can't take it. And he putting out facts in front of the people. He ain't lying to the people. People just don't want to accept the truth.
Trump, man, we rocking with you. Love you, Trump. My dog. See what's up?
What world is this?
We're on a better path as far as economically.
He put America first. So.
What world is this?
I like
He put America first.
Trump 2024, my brother.
You know they can't get him for none of the real shit. We get it, gang.
I ain't used to like that, but now, bro, I realize that he meant.
I didn't used to like him. He meant best for this country.
Free Trump. Trump 2024.
They tricked y'all dumb ass to get Trump out the chair, and now look how that shit I'm backfired on y'all dumb ass. Trump got my back. Trump for life.
Donald Trump. He showed us love, and he didn't stop. 2024 Trump. Trump 2024. We from Baltimore.
I ain't gonna lie.
And we from Baltimore.
Trump, my mother. Dog.
I ain't gonna lie, Trump, my dog.
He's probably the best thing for America right now, no cap. Really.
Trump. My man Trump. He's gangster. I like him. I love him. Make America great again. Let's go.
Yes.
Trump
Yes.
2024, Trump 2028, Trump 2032. Man, listen, Trump for life.
Trump for life. Come on. Oh, wow. You'd think that CNN would be, wow, this is very interesting data. All these guys saying that Trump had him working. Trump was making people rich and had an economy that worked for everyone. Trump helped me get my bread. They tricked y'all dumbasses to get Trump out the chair, and look how that backfired. Trump, my MFing dog. Just quoting, okay? Just quoting. Boy, what are they going to do? Look at these polls. Here's a Real Clear Politics average. They can't beat them because the results are bigger than the propaganda. Look at how Trump has just carved up Joe Biden like a piece of old, rotted wood. You're going to see ups and downs. That's just straight gain. What's interesting about this, if we zoom out, Joe Biden doesn't move. Joe Biden goes down in his averaging, right? Joe Biden's going consistently down. Donald Trump, like, it's not that Joe Biden is particularly like moving any which one direction. He's like ticking down ever so slightly. It's that Donald Trump is carving out massive new audiences. That's what that is. Massive new numbers of people that typically would have never voted Republican are now moving that direction. Saying this, ladies and gentlemen, I want a guy who, instead of making new wars, straight up murders the people that try and create destabilization around our world. They want this back in the White House, the single greatest speech Donald Trump ever gave. He died like a dog. He died like a dog. Who's cry? Baghdadi, don't cry, Abu. Abu, don't cry. You cry like a dog, and you died like a dog. Those guys in the video want this energy back in the White House.
He died like a dog. He died like a coward. He was whimpering, screaming, and crying. And frankly, I think it's something that should be brought out so that his followers and all of these young kids that want to leave various countries, including the United States, they should see how he died. He didn't die a hero. He died a coward, crying, whimpering, screaming, and bringing 3 kids with him to die, certain death. And he knew the tunnel had no end. I mean, it was a closed end. They call it a closed end tunnel. Not a good place to be.
So this was going on before you made the announcement that you're going to...
I've been looking for him for 3 years. I've been looking for him. I started getting some very positive feedback about a month ago. And we had some incredible intelligence officials that did a great job. That's what they should be focused on.
He died like a dog. Abu, don't cry, Abu. People see that and they see the economic realities of what Joe Biden is doing. And what do? They go to where Joe Biden is, even if Joe Biden is inside of the most insulated possible location that you can put him, which is inside of like a black church, handpicked in Charleston, South Carolina, to have the boom clap hallelujah chorus, like sing along with Joe Biden, whatever Joe Biden's mumbling. Then they put Joe Biden this week inside of the most hermetically sealed, safe, secure location you could possibly shove him in. And half of the congregation boos Joe Biden off the stage. We don't talk about this enough because the news cycle is crazy right now, but this happened this week. Watch.
Light, there's no path from this darkness.
If you really care about the lives lost here, then you should honor the lives lost and call for a ceasefire in Palestine. Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now!
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right.
That goes on for like the next 4 minutes. Joe Biden just sitting there. What do? This was supposed to be a layup. If you have a failing Democrat politician, you bring him to a black church where you can control in and out, where you can control who comes into the church. And it's a congregation that gets, sort of whipped into a fury to like clap for the guy, even though they know he's a degenerate old racist. And this is the easiest possible layup. This is like a Republican. This is like Donald Trump speaking at the NRA. Okay. Like it's like the same thing. And Joe Biden couldn't even get through that this week. They're in panic. And they're in panic. Final thing we'll say on this. They're in panic because of this article that was published this weekend. Barack Obama going to the White House to scream at his cutout. Barack Obama was in the White House screaming at Joe Biden this week on an off the books meeting. Are they going to do the old switcheroo? There's going to come a point where they pull the lever and they say, it's done. You're done. And that's our ultimate contention here, is that they've decided that they're going to pull the lever once all the primaries are done. Monday is the Iowa caucus. The New Hampshire primary happens soon after that, and then South Carolina soon after that, and then all the states go. And they have effectively held off long enough to make sure that there's no contested primary. Then Joe Biden, they're going to make sure that Joe Biden has a health issue and that Joe Biden can no longer run. He pardons his kids, he pardons his family, bows out, and hands it over. The Democrat Party then becomes like the Soviet commissars to select their new leader. That's why Barack Obama was in there, the real president, giving the resident of the White House an earful this week. They're getting sloppy and they're getting terrified and they're getting concerned because they're the people they depend on, the people they depend on, like the low information, typically don't vote voters that they depend on to go in and cast a ballot because a supermarket tabloid told them to, or a rapper told them to. The rappers are all saying vote for Trump. and the The media commentators are saying, give us Trump back. Things have gone to hell. Things are in shambles in this country. And they don't know how to fix that. So they're going to get desperate. It's going to be wild. And they know that they can't stop what's coming, ladies and gentlemen. So keep your head on a swivel. Keep praying. The energy is with us. They're allowed to criticize Joe Biden now? What does that mean? It means Biden's toast. It means Biden's done. That's what it means. Ladies and gentlemen, here's our election update. Big time energy this week with Donald Trump doing a town hall with Fox and with Ron DeSantis and Nikki Haley doing like a parent-teacher conference. A embittered, like an embittered, nearly divorced couple going to a parent-teacher conference to hear about their problem children on CNN. And it showed. Trump's Fox News town hall crushes Nikki Haley DeSantis GOP debate ratings by a whopping 68%. We were streaming live, of course, during all of this, and didn't go well. Nobody wanted to watch the Ron DeSantis, Nikki Haley parent-teacher conference. Rand Paul, by the way, who has stayed quite quiet about the 2020 race, is out this morning with a barn burner of a statement against Nikki Haley. Check it out.
Good morning, everyone. As I told you yesterday, I'm ready to say something about the presidential race. I've had a long relationship with Donald Trump, and there's a lot to like there. I'm also a big fan of a lot of the fiscal conservatism of Ron DeSantis. I think Vivek Ramaswamy's been an important voice. Also have listened to and met with the independent Bobby Kennedy. I'm not yet ready to make a decision, but I am ready to make a decision on someone who I cannot support. So I'm announcing this morning that I'm Never Nikki. And if you go to nevernikki.net, you can let her know that you're not a supporter either. I don't think any informed or knowledgeable libertarian or conservative should support Nikki Haley. I've seen her attitude towards our interventions overseas. I've seen her involvement in the military-industrial complex, $8 million being paid to become part of the team.
So he goes on like an absolute flamethrower fest against Nikki Haley. Whew, baby. Now, what Vivek told us yesterday was that Nikki Haley is the new Manchurian candidate. They're going to effectively try and take Trump out legally or whatever. They're going to get Biden to drop out, and then they're going to get Nikki Haley in as like effectively a Democrat running as a Republican. Now, what about a Republican running as a Democrat? Does that exist? Yes, it does. Joe Manchin this morning at a big time campaign signal, right, in New Hampshire. Why is Joe Manchin running around politics and eggs in New Hampshire? So Joe Manchin attending the presidential candidates forum at Politics and Eggs. What does this mean? It means that there is going to be a third party. They're going to create a uniparty ticket. That's going to be Mitt Romney and Joe Manchin running together. And Joe Manchin is schlepping around that. I don't see that lane, but I think it probably hurts Joe Biden far more than it would hurt Donald Trump. You're not going to break away Trump's base. But ladies and gentlemen, I mean, it's going to be wild. It's going to be a wild year. It's just going to be an absolutely wild year. Here's Joe Manchin from this morning. This is, of course, the Democrat from West Virginia who's not going to be running for re-election.
Speculation of a big shakeup in the 2024 race is growing. West Virginia Senator Joe Manchin is in New Hampshire today for a couple events with voters. Now, the moderate Democrat has not ruled out a third-party bid for the White House. This morning, he had a few jabs for the president.
When he got elected, and I think people were looking for some normality. That's my best word, normality. Calm it down. Let's work together. And that truly is what I thought his intent was. He's been pushed to the far left. That's the only thing I've said. And I don't know whether it's just basically the hey, you owe me because I got you elected and this and that.
Former Maryland Governor Larry Hogan, meantime, also getting some attention. He has stepped back from his leadership role in the No Labels organization. Many are wondering what the moderate Republican is up to next. Mark Meredith.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be wild times. There is going to be a third party. It's going to be a huge spoiler for Joe Biden. It's going to be a massive, massive 2024.